Welcome to the very first episode of our guide. This is part 1, the introduction to psychosis, and in this first video, we'll be talking about the basics of psychosis and schizophrenia. Let's go ahead. The term psychosis or psychotic disorder is an umbrella term covering various kinds of mental health conditions, such as bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, major depressive disorder, borderline personality disorder, and more such debilitating conditions. Quoting from the National Institute of Mental Health, which is a part of the United States Department of Health and Human Services, psychosis refers to a collection of symptoms that affect the mind where there has been some loss of contact with reality. During an episode of psychosis, a person's thoughts and perceptions are disrupted, and they may have difficulty recognizing what's real and what's not. What does that mean, in terms of practical implications? Well, it means that the person might see or hear things that aren't real, or they might believe in things that aren't true. They may also find it hard to think straight, make choices, maintain a routine, or just generally get along with others. Sometimes people can also have symptoms of multiple illnesses. For example, someone with schizophrenia may have some bipolar symptoms, and accordingly, their diagnosis could change to schizoaffective. While there's so much we can talk about the intersection of these disorders, to keep things in line with the program goals, we'll mostly be focusing on schizophrenia going forward. Now, someone living with schizophrenia experiences many of its symptoms on a day-to-day basis. For example, while watching TV, they might believe that the people in TV are talking to them or sending them top secret messages. Or they might hear some unseen person's voice giving them commands or orders to do certain things, or criticize them constantly for every action they're taking. They could be visualizing an alien or some totally unreal beings. Or they might be experiencing extreme tiredness, fatigue, or sadness that makes it difficult for them to even get out of their bed or, do regular things like brush their teeth. While you might find all of this illogical and would want the person to just simply change their attitude, it's not that easy. The object of their fear might be unreal, like, the aliens or the voices that are giving them commands. But their feelings about these objects are very real. So, feeling scared, for example, of all these happenings. So, telling them to just shrug it off or, hey, just get up, go for a walk, exercise, and do better things, then you'll feel better, is like telling someone to stop feeling any emotions. Even though your intentions are well, these kind of suggestions just never help. It gives the impression that you feel that your loved one's problems are so insignificant that they can easily be brushed off by just getting up and using willpower. And instead of being helped, your loved one feels judged by you. As a result, over time, they stop trusting you and stop sharing their thoughts with you. That feeling of no one understands me seeps in. So, what should you do instead? I'd say maintain your calm and let them know that you are there to hear them out and to be of any help if they need. Mildly reassure them that they are safe and don't make them feel judged. Essentially, there's no need to affirm their unreal beliefs, but don't argue or try to convince them that they are being delusional. Now, I know you might ask, hey, if I'm not supposed to convince them that they are being delusional, then how do I convey the thought that their beliefs and thoughts are all about unreal stuff? Am I supposed to just agree with their delusions? No, you don't. You don't have to agree with their unreal beliefs, but instead of trying to convince them about it, just mention calmly that you see or hear things differently. At the same time, acknowledge that you very well can imagine their feelings about whatever they're seeing or hearing. I mean, think about it. If you saw someone pointing a gun at you, you would feel scared, wouldn't you? That's how your loved one feels when they think that they are being tracked down. So while you don't want to strengthen their paranoid thoughts, you also don't want to discard how those thoughts make them feel. Those feelings could be anything, from sad to scared to excited, depending on their paranoia. let them know that their feelings are genuine and you would feel exactly the same way if you found yourself in that situation. You don't need to be overly reassuring, but just mentioning that you understand their feelings, even though you don't see or hear whatever they see or hear, helps in building trust. So, to summarize so far, if your loved one with psychosis told you that they see something and you know it's unreal, calmly let them know that you don't see that thing, but hey, you're there to help them out in case they need any help about it. There's no need to get into the mode of convincing them that they're hallucinating or imagining things up, especially if you tried that before and they didn't take it well, got aggravated. Just be factual about how you perceive things around you, and at max, probe questions on how it makes them feel. Stick to that feelings part. Finally, if you have a good relationship with them, that is, if you're someone that they trust or listen to, then you could take the next step, which is nudging them to seek professional help. In such cases, if you can, offer to take them to a psychiatrist or healthcare practitioner in your area. Now, I know you might have more questions specifically about the difficult situations pertaining to this. Rest assured, in the coming weeks, we'll dig deeper to understand ways to react to your loved one's fears and behaviors in different situations. For now, we talked about what psychosis is. In the next episode, we'll find out what it isn't. See you there.